For the tube, for the gram? Yeah, for the tube?
For the thumbnail.
Oh, if it's for the
But you know the saying, you tell me to jump and I say how high? Stay with me now.
Anything for content, Saintdon.
And all I have to do is eat this entire carton of eggs with the shell still on it. Swallow these 4 hot dogs without chewing them. Shout out on this garden-looking cactus.
Bro, like, it's some shit I can't say, but like, niggas be R-word, like, retarded. That's what you doing this.
Yo, twin, let me talk to you real quick. There's not even one person making you do this, bro. In one way, shape, or form, this is a demonstration of free will. Look at this nigga's face. He's not enjoying 1 second of this. Cause listen, the thing about posting content online is there's a process, right? Before you post something, first comes the idea, and that's where we should have stopped. This guy LA Beast, I'm scrolling through his channel. Bro, he's been doing this for years on end. This is not a one-off eating challenge. This is this nigga's life. No regard for human life, just munching away at cactuses.
Yummers.
And this isn't the only thing I'd consider an extreme when it comes to making content, because real ass thought though, isn't one of the biggest reasons people choose to make content is because it seems easier than a 9 to 5. Which is not, bro. I've been sacrificing my non-existent social life for this shit, bro.
Cut the show. I'm done.
But when your content consists of you putting yourself through physical trials and tribulations, you gotta really ask, is the oil rigs that bad though? Cause think about it, you come home from work dirty as hell covered in oil.
Your hands don't look like this while you're eating your lunch. You must be a liberal sissy.
And what you do is you collect that oil, and after 30 years, you might have a full tank, maybe. Allow me to give you some more examples of this treacherous content I'm speaking of. One nigga that's been allowed to fly under the radar for too long is Coyote Peterson.
I'm Coyote Peterson. I'm about to be bitten. By the
Bro, we watched this shit on the stream, bro.
You don't really look like you want to do this though, do you, Coyote?
Hell no,
this guy's
you
a
don't.
wildlife David Attenborough, Steve-O in situation. And to sum up his content, let me just dub over it. In this jar, we have what's known as an African tribe killer. Receiving its name after it bit a small African child, its powerful venom ended up killing the entire tribe with like Bluetooth or something of that nature. Now we're going to be receiving a lethal dose of this venom directly into our bloodstreams. I'm never doing a bit like that again, but you get the idea. The guy gets bit by stuff that you don't want to get bit by. And then just look at his reaction after getting stung by an executioner wasp.
This is the one we watched.
I would say that's an appropriate reaction after getting stung by an executioner wasp, gang. And then bro goes on to say this.
Now to firmly answer your burning question, yes, for me, this really is the end.
Look at his recent videos, you lying ass nigga. 8 of 12 of the videos involved you being hurt by some form of wildlife, bruh. But whatever pays the bills, I guess, Coyote. Damn, Coyote's a tough ass name. To an extent, I'd understand somebody like Coyote doing things like this. Let me get that to an extent slowed and reverbed. But when people do dumbass challenges for like 50 seconds of fame, bro, your skull is hollow, give it a knock. But surely the phrase do it for the vine or do it for the gram has straight up claimed lives. Like those words used to move mountains, I'm telling you.
For the tube, for the gram?
Yeah,
For the tube?
For the thumbnail.
Oh, if it's for the
But you know the saying, you tell me to jump and I say how high? Stay with me now. For content creators, the people say they want good, entertaining content. And for some reason, the reply is, so how many Tide Pods did you want me to eat? I got 3 in my hands right now. Sometimes
Yeah, you niggas was eating top pots.
I really think I'm a high functioning life form, bro. Yes, my corners are.
How to do this shit so fast, bro? I'd never get wicks.
Tough.
Bro, I'm not a Florida nigga, bro. And they gave me some crazy shit. My hairline, my shit's still good, bro. My forehead not that big on God. My shit's still good. I got a little ass forehead. I know that shit probably taking a minute.
But you don't see me doing no dumbass challenges, alright? If I'm gonna do something for content, it's not gonna be on the lines of no David Blaine shenanigans. David Blaine is the CEO of just doing
I went
shit.
and got a fluoroscopy, and I realized that you could actually make an aquarium in your stomach, and you could have koi fish, creatures, or anything live there.
Just to list off some things he did, in 1999, this is predating Do It For The Gram. This deranged, irregular human decided to bury himself in a plastic coffin underwater for 7 days. With no reels. So instead of handing in a job application, this guy decided to spend 168 hours inside of a container. Honestly, an interesting perspective to have, but I know damn well bro was doing it for that cable TV clout. This nigga hung himself upside down for 60 hours straight. Doctors literally warned him that this nigga, they said he will die. David said, but them views though. And what I think is his most insane stunt ever is when he froze himself in ice for 63 hours.
Yeah, that's
Surely the large majority of people were telling him just to not do this.
That shit sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
Even if he's just ignoring them, right? In one of his challenges, he hung himself over the Thames for 44 days. Surely there's some executive officials you gotta talk to beforehand, no? Or did the London government hear the pitch for the idea and for some reason approve it? But maybe I got this guy all wrong, because I don't think he even does it for the views. I think this is purely love of the game at this point.
I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
But it's easy to look at people like David Blaine and Coyote who physically harm themselves for videos. But the mentally straining videos low-key just be as bad. You remember Mr. Beast before he was a bajillionaire?
100%. Oh, fuck poor people.
He said this in a full Gucci tracksuit, by the way. And to this day, he claims he has negative money.
Technically, everyone watching this video has more money than me, in their bank account if you subtract the equity value of my company, which doesn't buy me McDonald's in the morning.
Lying for no reason.
Nah, like, he already said he spends every dollar he gets on his YouTube, but his videos, he might spend like $5 million on it, so he really be going broke on his investment, which I think that's the smartest way. But being in debt and shit like that, not fun, because I know he probably be borrowing money if his video doesn't maintain like that floor, like that average, because he didn't recuperate that money back. So now he gotta borrow some money, come up with a video he know for sure gonna recuperate the bread and then some. He definitely got more money than the average person, but he also spend way more than the average person.
Come on, Jimmy.
But anyways, before Mr. Beast was rich, he used to make videos like saying Logan Paul's name 100,000 times, which lasted 17 hours, by the way. It's actually crazy to think that Mr. 451 million subscribers was out here saying Logan Paul's name for content. Tedious content.
Like, Mr. Beast not a nigga that just be saving money, no. He don't just be putting that shit away. Like, bro, he be giving out money. And he gives out bread. He not one of them people that just be...
Content requires willpower, bro. That is something I know.
Of course, every month he's straight. He get endorsements.
You know that Minecraft hardcore YouTubers that build those insanely difficult things, and it takes like 4 months to just complete one video? Those are the real grinders. Because what business do you have building a mathematically accurate black hole? It took bro over 500 hours of recording and editing, and a year in total to complete.
It's been a year, Daddy.
I have somewhat respect for bro, because at least his self-sacrifice for content does not involve committing crimes. I'm looking at you, Boom.
Nah, Boom Gang used to be...
This guy Boom is the CIA's prodigal son, bro. This nigga went viral just for stealing shit. And then he locks in and becomes a Christian rapper.
It's all skits. I got permission for it.
What a well-spoken YN. Boom has actually got crazy character development. He gets a pass. Most of you have probably heard of Jackass. I could deadass make a whole separate video on whatever the fuck this is.
Hey, that's some shit I would watch on stream. Well, I don't know. They be doing straight. Yeah, they be doing some dumbass shit. Like shit like this, I watch that. They be doing dumbass shit to certain.
The Jackass movies really encapsulate what I'm trying to say, because people really just be doing anything for content. And you know
who else used to be doing anything that I used to watch? I turned that word time vintage homebox into the torture chamber and went insane. Here's what happens when you fill a jacuzzi with 700 liters of hot sauce and get in it. We vacuum sealed our entire body in a Zord ball and it went wrong. I turned my best friend into a DIY boxing bag. Like doing crazy shit. 7 years ago, it was crazy. But this is the shit I used to watch. First cemented a microwave on top of his head and he had a straw to breathe out of, bro.
I can feel like now. You need something sharp, that's not good enough.
Okay,
do this, Cam.
I'm so scared. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying not to
Bro, you can't, there's no amount of money you can pay me to to submit a fucking microwave, bro. Look what they was doing, bro.
Hang on, move them. You got the... There we go, see his chin now.
They in that bitch chipping away.
it's bad when even Gumball points it out.
He would have to sit still and let it dry.
That's exactly what he did, bro. He sat still and let it dry.
Fast as they can. The person who gets the furthest is officially the dumbest.
Whenever I see someone doing something within the vicinity of obscenity, I always think of the idea of life trajectory, which is pretty much like how unique experiences, opportunities, choices, you know, all that. It all leads someone to their present situation. Now, what choices could you possibly have made that led you right here, bro?
I mean, just, you're gonna be psyched after.
Not the right ones, nigga, I'll tell you that. Bro, for me to participate in a Jackass movie completely willingly, you have to give me either the deepest bag. I'm talking Rothschild, Rockefeller, blood money, Israel owns 98% of the world, alright? Or you have to throw it into Blood Eagle and Braz and Ball me. Why that sounds zesty though? You know it's not right. Subscribe. It probably sounds like I'm exaggerating my conditions for participation, which I'm really not. I'm good off this. 2 2s to my word, Crody, I'm not doing this.
Yo, you're sick to my stomach, fam.
The crazy thing is I can't even show the worst ones from Jackass, and I doubt I'll even be allowed to describe it, so I'm not going to. But when I dive into the psyche of people that are willing to put themselves through some bullshit for the sake of content, I question if they're really all there in their head, you know? Let's take a look at Steve-O, probably the most successful person from Jackass. How much money do you think they paid him for the first season? Like $100 million or something like that, you know? That seems like a reasonable amount. They paid this nigga 1.5 grand.
I'm doing
That is the same amount as a set of 4 tires. But in the end, I guess it did work out for Steve-O because it did launch his career and allowed him to do fucking 4 more of these fucking movies. So maybe workout might not be the right word, but you know, he got a little something more than 4 medium range tires. Now, when it comes to content, it's not just all entertainment. I know we got some gooners amongst us, alright? Giving an opinion on OF is low-key too controversial nowadays, so instead I'ma just pose myself with a hypothetical. If I was a Sophie Rain archetype, right? Am I thooting for the bag?
Dude, like, oh my god, like, can we talk about, like, the political and economic state of the world right now?
So instead, I'm gonna just pose myself with a hypothetical. If I was a Sophie Rain archetype, right? Am I thooting for the bag?
Dude, like, oh my god, like, can we talk about...
Booting? The fuck is that? W video Saintdon.
Better know what you're doing when you're going on that mission. I know professional shooters and I get them niggas pissed. But for that drill, they walk down. My young niggas most so sick. I try to teach this bitch a lesson. That little bitches wouldn't rinse. Got tired of lectures. Now I'm sending all these hoes to the tip. I put my city on loose swag. Little bitch, check out my invention. When BR niggas get a bag, we heading straight to the dick. I'ma put some diamonds in my dick. Reach for my jewelry, I leave you crazy.